This is my new piece of safety gear. This is the RECCO Backpack Rescue Reflector. It weighs basically nothing and it just clips easily onto the back of your backpack, or you can clip it onto a hat or other gear. And what is this all about? Well, I always knew RECCO was involved with safety for snow sports like snowboarding and avalanches. I didn't really see it much in hiking. Fast forward to this year, I've been seeing reports, search and rescue reports come in here in California and in the West, some other states like Utah, and I've seen aircraft deployed with RECCO reflectors or RECCO radars on them. And I decided to look into it a little bit, and it's a very interesting technology, and I thought this was definitely worth investing in. I'll put a link to the actual product on Amazon right under the video. You can check it out there. But again, you know, a few grams on your pack, it's just this little thing. It's really nothing. This is how it works. There's two components. There's the radar and then there's the radar reflector. There's two types of radar. There's a handheld radar that people can walk around with, and it can also be mounted to an aircraft. And what that radar does is it sends out a signal on a specific frequency. And the radar reflector, which is this little dongle that I showed you, is essentially a piece of copper with a diode in it. That's what's inside of here. And that piece of copper, that copper antenna, is set up to receive that specific frequency. And then it sort of funnels it or puts it through that diode and then sends back or reflects back a different frequency. There's no battery in here. There's no power. It just works all the time. It's using the signal that it receives, goes through the diode, and then reflects it back out. And what the radar has is the radar has a receiver in it, and it knows that if it gets a signal from that very specific reflected wavelength or frequency, that it's basically seeing a RECCO reflector somewhere, and somebody or something is there that's reflecting with a RECCO. And it's really as easy as that. Again, I've seen it used a bunch of times. There's a list of all the services that use it. So I'll link to that under the video as well, so you can see if they use it in your area. But for me, investing a couple bucks in this and just clipping it in my backpack is a no-brainer. If something happens, if I'm unconscious, or if I fall and I'm dead or whatever, I know that having this in my back and not having pressed SOS, I can still potentially be found if the rescuers have a RECCO radar on there. So it's as simple as that, not much more to say. Check it out. Again, I'll put a link to that under the video. You can check it out. And thanks for watching. Be safe, and I'll see you out there.